impeachment against President Donald Trump.
And as political correspondent Gerald Harris reports, it's setting up historic votes expected to come soon. Gerald.
Yeah, Byron, those accusations include abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. Two central Mississippi representatives are on the opposite side of impeachment when it comes to President Donald Trump.
An historic day in the United States.
It is a solemn constitutional duty and a rare one.
President Donald Trump is on the cusp of being impeached by the Democratic-led House of Representatives.
There's no question about the content of those conversations, and Donald Trump has to be held accountable when he plots against an American citizen with a foreign government. He, in the minds of the Democrats and the evidence, has broken the law.
However, Republican Congressman Michael Guest has a different take on impeachment, saying, quote, with no evidence of wrongdoing, Democrats have brought articles of impeachment against President Trump. I will vote no against the articles of impeachment, end quote. Democrats say Trump threatened the integrity of the U.S. election system and endangered national security in his dealings with Ukraine.
The president is alleged to have conditioned the release of U.S. funds in order to secure not something for the national interest, not something that's the policy of the United States, but rather something for the narrow partisan benefit of the president's reelection campaign.
Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi and Democrats also say President Trump obstructed Congress by denying duly authorized subpoenas and refusing to comply with the investigation.
Democrats say they had no choice but to act because Trump has shown a pattern of behavior that, if left unchecked, poses risk to the democratic process ahead of the 2020 election. The White House and the president has responded in part by tweeting "witch hunt" in all caps. Melanie.